everyday people trying to get by because, the Thanksgiving holidays are upon us. Still, people are not getting their SNAP benefits. So go ahead and tap that screen, share this live, and let's get into it, guys. And thank you guys for joining us. We've got a lot of people, Butterfly in the room. We appreciate you, Butterfly. Jador is in the room as well. We appreciate all of you guys. We appreciate your support. We got you, Moses.
And King Sadell.
Okay, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you guys.
All right, guys. Good evening, everybody. Thank you again for joining us here at J&B Live Podcast. Welcome back again for another exciting episode. I'm your boy, your uncle. You know that guy, Broker J3. And tonight, I'm telling you, as Doc B said, it's going to be something else.
Yes.
We have a political earthquake to talk about. 8 Democrats, they basically broke rank. And Trump stepped in to end the shutdown. And now the entire country is trying to figure out, what this actually means for them. So for your family, for your job, for your benefits, and basically for the rest of 2025, all of it, we're going to get into it. All right, guys?
Yes, guys. Okay, and I am your girl, your favorite auntie, Dr. B. Guys, let me tell you, this is what I feel like doing. I feel like if it was a found out about it, I was really upset. Same way you kind of feel like it was getting ready to happen, but these 8, they did this behind the scenes. They said the rest of the Democratic Party didn't know what was going on. So I'm saying to myself, we had a big win, and I was so excited last week. And then now you're going to do this to me? So I'm back pissed off, okay? So this one right here is one of those nights where history is unfolding in real time. We've got divided leadership, 8 broke rank, nobody know what's going on, unexpected alliances. Come on now. And millions of people that are caught in the middle. We're not just breaking the story, we're breaking it down so it makes sense to everyday people.
Everybody that's coming into the room early, we'll appreciate you guys so you can catch the whole story. Shout outs to our top gifters. Yes. We see you guys. We'll appreciate it. Our regulars, our day ones. And if you're watching us for the first time, please tap the screen, share the live, and make sure you guys always follow our top gifters and let people know that J&B Live is here tonight.
Okay, guys. So let's talk about it, guys. We're going to take a look at why the 8 Dems broke rank.
All right, guys. So the big question hitting social media all day is why would 8 Democrats flip? That's not something you see every day, of course. And it shocked a lot of the party members that did not know, because a lot of them was caught off guard, because those 8 that flipped, they had private meetings with some of those Republicans. So it's a little sketchy there, guys.
Yeah, that's what makes me mad about it. If you're going to do it, go ahead and tell your party what you're planning to do. So some of them say, I know it was the person from New Hampshire, I can't remember her name.
She's the one that's retiring.
Yes, yeah. She said she was trying to protect her district. She said that's what her constituents want. Others say that the people in their community were tired of the shutdown and wanted immediate relief. Now, I can understand that. But sometimes, guys, I was in it because sometimes you got to make sacrifices when you make these stands. So what's the real story? Pressure, political pressure, voters pressure, funding, voting, pressure, money, people want to get paid. And some folks just trying to stay on the winning side. Who knows?
Exactly. And Doc B, let's be real. Some of these folks folded because they didn't want to be blamed for the government checks being delayed. And I can get that to a certain extent, but people forget leadership just isn't policy, it's perception.
But see, I'm having to move around because every time I talk about this, I get so upset, guys. Okay, for me, the Dems have always been so nice. And see, for me, you can't fight fire with being nice. You got to come with it. And so they pretty much knew They really predicted that they would fold eventually, guys. So let's be real. Some of the folks folded because they didn't want to be blamed. They want to be so nice and kind for the government checks being delayed. People forget leadership isn't just policy, it's perception. And that's why I think those 8, actually 2 of them were retiring. The other 6 just wanted to be nice. They said, I can remember some of the interviews, oh, we're going to give them a chance. They said that they're going to do this. Remember those comments?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. So when leadership start thinking about more re-election than representation, the people get left out.
Exactly. All right, audience, do us a favor right now. Guys, chime in with us. Would you vote for someone who breaks rank like those 8 Dems did? Drop it in the comments, and if you would vote for somebody that broke rank. And also shout out to everybody that's tapping that screen and sending those gifts. We see you and we thank you. So make sure you drop it in the comments. Would you guys vote for somebody that broke ranks?
And then now, while you're thinking about that, guys, go ahead and think about if you lived in those states where those 6 that are still going to remain in office. Remember, 2 are retiring. Would you want to get them out of office? I know I would. And then what about Chuck Schumer? Should he remain the Speaker of the House? I don't think so. You didn't even know 8 of your members of the party were planning on flipping. To me, that's not real leadership.
Exactly. I agree with you. So let's get into this quick scenario, guys. A government worker in your neighborhood hasn't been paid in weeks, and we already know the shutdown is the longest shutdown in government history. And they ask whether you support the politicians who flipped to reopen the government. What do you tell them? Exactly. They ask you whether you support the politician that flip, and they ain't been working in weeks. So what would you say to them?
Okay, now for me, I want you guys to remember, and we talked about this a while back. Some of the people that were not getting paid were in favor of not getting paid because they know that the long-term goal was more important for the American people than the short-term goals. So, like I said, I can't speak for them now. I'm not in their shoes. I'm not a federal worker. I wasn't in a situation where I wasn't getting paid. But you have to think that. And then now, I'm not sure how a lot of them are reacting. If we have any federal workers that are on either one of our social media platforms, please chime in and let us know how you feel.
Exactly, guys. If any of you guys actually work for the federal government or a federal agency that has been part of the shutdown, let us know. Drop it in the chat and let us know what you guys think.
Okay, guys. So what does Trump gain from ending the shutdown? Because he's going to take credit for it. You know that, right? He's going to take credit for ending the shutdown.
Yes, he is.
And that alone is enough to piss you off. Okay, so now let's talk about the other side. What does he gain by stepping in at the last second to end the shutdown, Broker J?
King Sedell said, "Let him up." All right, hold on, King.
Okay,
hold on, King. We're gonna let King Sedell come up in the chat, guys. So hold on, he's our family member, so we're gonna let him come on up. So hold on, King.
And if any of you other guys want to chime in or to come up, let us know. Hey, Sedell.
My whole thing is, what was the point of y'all keeping the government shut down for 40 days if y'all knew y'all was on the cave to what
Thank you.
Anyway, because you didn't get one single thing that you asked for, and you claim that you was fighting to keep the subsidies on the insurance down so that they don't go up, but they were going to go up January 1st anyway.
Yeah.
They were going to go up January 1st anyway. That was already passed in the big beautiful bill. So what did y'all do this for? This is why I'm so sick of all these politicians being paid by these corporations. Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, all of them are still
Booker,
being paid
Cory Booker.
Every corporations that are keeping us from thriving.
Yeah.
So no, we need new leadership in the Democratic Party. The leaders in the Democratic Party don't get recognized. AOC is a leader in the Democratic
And Crockett,
Party. Jasmine Crockett is the leader in the Democratic Party. That's who we listen to. That's who we pay attention to. Bernie Sanders, because he's an independent and a Democratic socialist, y'all don't give him any power, but let's be real, young people is what won y'all the goddamn election on Tuesday that just passed. It was the biggest election for young people. Over 60% of the people who voted were under 40.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all gonna continue to act like we not the future, we don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Your interests are not of the people. Your interests are of the oil industry, the pharmaceutical companies, the corporations that's paying y'all to ignore what y'all promised us y'all gonna fix when y'all get in office anyway.
It makes so much sense.
It just doesn't make any sense. 40 days and we get nothing. That's
Hakeem Jeffrey's biggest donor is the pharmaceutical industry. That's healthcare.
Oh.
They want healthcare insurance to change. No, them people lining his pockets up to make sure they get what they want. His second biggest donor is the oil industry. You think he's tripping about the prices going up in gas? Them people keeping him in office to keep us from getting what we asked for. So no, these people got to stop voting for these people because we like them, because they got a D or R on their name. Do y'all research? They don't care about y'all. They care about the people that's putting money in their pockets.
Yeah.
All them Democrats and Republicans in Washington, D.C., they all one and the same. How Republicans got all the power and can't get nothing done, but they getting everything done that they want. Everything they want done for them, they making sure all their rich friends' pockets is getting aligned right now. We the people ain't getting nothing.
Yeah.
That's why.
People are suffering. Yes, they're in the middle.
When the government shut down, we the people should have shut down too.
Yep.
Everybody should stop going to work. Everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a teacher, you work at Walmart, you work at the grocery store, the liquor store, Dunkin' Donuts, wherever you work, we should have, as a country, we all should have shut down too.
All right.
There should have been no flights,
all right,
no
King.
bus rides, no nothing. With nobody got nothing done because ain't nobody working.
I know that's right, King.
But you know, but you know how you fix that, King? I'm gonna tell you, term limits on the House and the Senate.
Yeah, that's the future, though. We're talking about currently. We're talking.
And the House, the Senate, and the judicial system.
That's right. The Supreme Court. Yes.
Why do we have judges that been judging for 50 years? You was a racist judge 50 years ago, so you ain't going to convince me you done changed today in 2025.
Exactly.
Racist in 1975. And yes, we need some term limits on the budget stuff we got going on. Why is it that men and women can do 4 to 10 years in prison, but when they get out, there's no options? You done served your time to the country for doing your bad deeds. Why the hell are you still being punished?
Yep.
There's a lot of this country we need to change as a country, and if we the people don't wake up and start literally talking about what needs to be done. I have been enthralled in politics for the last 10 years. My dad will tell you there was a time where I watched nothing but CNN. Mm-hmm. I was consumed into the CNN atmosphere. I had went down that world, and I woke up. I realized their focus is they're targeting us, and it's not even. They're feeding into our worst of what we think, and playing off of it, and we fall into it. Whether you watch Fox, CNN, MSNBC, pick your pain.
Yeah, and I think that was your dad's favorite channel too.
Yeah, I know it was mine. I know it was mine. I watched CNN. That was all I was watching at one time. I think I watched too much because it actually consumed me. I had to take a break, a mental break.
On CNN, tell us what regular people are thinking. You got all them damn people on CNN. They got these bust down watches, these nice Cartier, these necklaces. The people that y'all claim y'all representing and speaking for can't even afford one fucking thing you got on sitting on this interview.
That's right.
Speak for us.
That's right. And two now,
people speaking about don't know what $100,000 in their bank account look like. That shit that y'all talking about is a dream to them. They wish that was an option.
And right now the legacy,
we don't know what we going through out here, and we can't keep listening to millionaires on TV tell us what our problem is. I don't know one single millionaire personally. I'm not rich. Most people I know ain't rich. We all just making it to get by. We just make it look good each and every single day. But people who actually millionaires, them motherfuckers ain't sitting with me and spending time with me. So how they gonna tell me what's going on in my world? They don't damn know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, and legacy media is now telling people what to think. They're only gonna say what's been approved.
Exactly.
I just want this lady that ain't gonna hold up y'all show. Thank you for letting me come.
No,
Yeah.
we appreciate King Sadell. We appreciate you every time you drop in to drop that knowledge to let the people know, because this is what it's all about. We need to know exactly what some of our viewers think, because it's a lot of people that's out there that's just totally disconnected with what's really going on, Doc B. So what does Trump gain from ending the shutdown?
Okay, guys. So, like I said earlier, the optics, the power, the headlines.
Yeah, the man knows how to control the narrative.
Yes, he does.
By ending the shutdown after the Dems have split.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna go and say, "Look, I brought stability back. I done opened back up the government. Whether people agree or disagree, that's the message that he's gonna start pushing, because of the fact that now that the shutdown is over, he's gonna feel like he was the main focus behind getting that government back over.
And guess what? That's his voter base. They're going to believe every single thing that he says, and it's going to energize the base. It makes him look decisive.
Somebody, George said he's in the queue. Can he come up? All right, let me look.
So while you're coming up,
see, he's in the queue. Let me see who's next.
You have to think about also, in the year where both sides are fighting for every inch of political power. And so we have to get ready for midterms next year. And so what just transpired does not make the Dems look good. I'm going to be honest with you. We had a landslide win election day, and then we revert back to something. It's like we took 2 steps backwards. It's just crazy. Okay, Jador, are you there?
I wanted to know you guys' opinion on the fact that he's now offering $2,000 for what I don't understand, but
I don't think
he's now offering us $2,000 for what?
Okay, so I heard that a $2,000 stimulus was going to go out in the end of the month, and I also heard today he's going to give $10,000 to those TSA workers that didn't walk away. Guys, and they asked him, where are you going to get the money from? He really couldn't give. He said, I'll find it. That's what his response was. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think anyone's going to get any of that money. I don't think you're going to get that $2,000 stimulus that he's been promising us for a minute. And I don't think those 2 TSA workers that have remained are going to get that $10,000 bonus.
Yeah, and you have to look at this now. We're talking about the same man that today made a statement that any grocery stores that give any discounts to EBT SNAP users, that they will be penalized by the federal government. Now, this is the same president that petitioned to the court to not give the people their SNAP benefits, even after it was ordered to give 100%, petitioned the courts to try to give them half of their money, and then 65% of their money, but he did not want to give it to them because
it's still one other. I think they went to court. I don't know if it was Monday night or whatever, but it's still pending. He still does not want to give 100%
tomorrow.
Of the
they do
it. But this is the question I have. He's not willing to give you SNAP benefits, which how is in the world he gonna be willing to give you everybody $2,000? That doesn't make any.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, are you trying to throw us off?
Yes. Really distraction.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Nobody wants that $2,000. We want our health care. We want our SNAP benefits. Like, we need those things. And
exactly.
I just feel like it's getting so ridiculous to the point where he's like literally ruining our lives.
Yes, he is.
It's like, I just don't know what to say. It's ridiculous. And like I said, he's only throwing that $2,000 up just to throw us off and make us feel like he's doing something, and he's really doing nothing.
Yeah. And I agree with you. That's not my job. I'll take that $2,000 if they gave it to. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie and say I'm not, but still, I want it all. I don't just want some fake handout, because he's been lying to the people for a minute. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I hope we do, Jador. I hope we do. And listen, if you get your $2,000 before I get mine, let me know, please.
Okay, Hennessy and Jerome, I got y'all in the queue. Give it a few moments.
Yes, let me know.
What the young lady said that was just in here, I agree with her completely. And I did see the interview in the White House press about the $2,000 that Trump said. And what he said was every family that has a 13-year-old or older will receive $2,000 up to $10,000 for a family of 5. So all they got to do is be 13 and live in the household. And it's $2,000 per person. And the lady asked, when was it going to go out? He said it's one of the things that they're supposed to be adding into the Senate's version of the bill, because it get passed in Congress first before it got to get passed into the Senate. And the lady asked him, where's the money coming from? He said it's coming from the tariffs. That believe it.
Well, we ain't gonna see that money then.
Trillions of dollars.
Yeah, we ain't gonna see that money then.
The other reporter asked, why are we only giving them $2,000 per person? He literally told the lady, you have to wait. The money is coming. It's coming. That's what he told her. You have to wait. The money is coming. It's coming. So where the money is coming, I don't know. But a lot of people don't realize we the ones paying the damn prices on the tariffs. We're paying the prices.
So guess what? You getting your own money.
So we'll appreciate you coming.
Do you think we're gonna get it, King?
No, I don't think we're gonna get anything. I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. This man, first of all, he said day one a lot of shit was gonna change, and yeah, a lot of stuff changes as stuff start going backwards. Nothing went forward. Our agriculture is shut down. The agriculture system is shut down right now.
Yeah.
Farmers are literally dropping their.
They're hurting. They're hurting real bad.
Yeah.
Because nobody's picking it up. Truckers can't come pick it up and take it to these different locations to sell it. It's not good. It's simply not good. So, and if it's not just the farming industry, all the jobs that are attached to the farming industry are messed up too.
Yes.
Yeah.
The jobs messed up too.
Yes, I have
the trucking industry is shut down right now.
Yes.
We're still actively being boycotted by Mexico and Canada.
Yes.
They don't want to sell us shit. They're not sending us no goods. You're not getting avocados and tomatoes and bananas from Mexico. All that stuff coming from another country right now.
Yeah.
All right, we'll appreciate you coming.
My cousin is a trucker, and he went from delivering 5 days a week to 3 days a week. So it's hitting everybody, guys. Not just the farmers, but it's hitting those truckers, everyone that's affiliated with that particular area.
Yeah,
it's going crazy.
Appreciate you, King, for coming in.
Thank you.
Back again. Jerome, if you still there, we finna get you. Come on up, Jerome.
This is crazy. So thank you for joining us, Jerome.
I just want to say, before we get started, I appreciate you letting me come up. I want to hit on one sector about the situation at hand. It's because we ourselves created the problem. Okay, we ourselves created a problem because we made the choices we made to make these things happen. We cannot keep trying to point the finger at one person and at everybody. It's all of our fault. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why we come to reality is because we have been dwelling in the situation of our convenience. We left our convenience to get in the way of our workmanship and our responsibility, of our accountability. We've lost our accountability because of our lack of interest. See, you perish a lack of knowledge. You see what I'm saying? And you ask not, you know not. And see, this is why you have all these conflicting situations between all the global worst races, Nigeria, with the religious situation going on and different things is going on. It's because of the lack of knowledge. You perish from that. And then because of our not accepting directions. We have a problem accepting directions. You don't want to accept directions because you don't want to grow from directions that you follow. Somebody's got to show you how to do something. You cannot do things because you want to do them on your own merits. You cannot do that. That's not the way you grow. You grow behind listening and following directions. And when you listen and follow directions, and when you do it the right way, you get a better response. You get better results. Yes. And then another thing from the healthcare system, see, you let them make money because of us being ignorant. They demoralize us because of our ignorance. See, they make money off of us.
Yes, they do. Yes.
And we allow us to let them do it. You allow to let them do it. You allow them to do what they want to do with you as far as mentoring your medical care and the things you need in your assessments of yourself. You allow them to let them do that. You know what I'm saying? Our preparedness of our own phone to the wayside.
Yes.
You should be more prepared about what you got to do for you than worrying about somebody else. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you leave out of here, you're going by yourself. You're not going with nobody else.
All right.
Just want to tell you. And you got to get yourself prepared to go where you got to go. If you don't, where you think you're going to be at? Or where you think you don't know that because you're not preparing yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
How could you prepare to know where you're going if you don't know where you're going?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We do.
How could you do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then another thing that we're missing a problem with is because we forget where we're coming from. See, we know where we're going, we forget where you come from.
Mm-hmm.
See, you lost that. See, you know where you're going, but you forget where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
You never forget where you're coming from.
Exactly.
So that's why you're here where you are now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's as black people and everybody around. I don't care who you are. Don't make it. I don't care if you like the truth is the truth. Black, white, whatever you are.
Yeah.
You made this mess. You created it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You and then you know what the mark of the beast is the government.
Yeah.
You know it or not. And see, he closed his hand, and what happened? And then you can't get nothing out of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all be real with
Yeah.
me.
Now answer this question for when you say it's our own fault. When you say it's our own fault, are you meaning it's our fault that we put Trump back in office? Is that what you're starting with?
No, I mean because of our intellectual choices that we make.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And not be able to fluctuate behind what somebody is telling you and what somebody is doing for you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how to advocate that.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to advocate that. You can't worry about what's happening, what somebody's telling you. You got to work how to advocate to make it work, to make things work for you and make simplifications for that and make the improvement, the adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have to make adjustments. The things that you see that are wrong with you, you got to clearly want to make these adjustments. If you don't make these adjustments, you're never going to make these improvements.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
And I feel like as black people, I'm just talking about black right now. We can do some things if we all work collectively to do some things. Just like somebody mentioned earlier, I think it was King Sadell, we can shut down a lot of places if we just work together.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You let them demoralize your integrity and who you are and your intelligence. You don't let people demoralize your intelligence. Why do you let people do that? Why do people demoralize your intelligence? Because you choose to let them do it, or you let them come in and do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. There's a whole lot of things between yes and no. It's very plain. You can say no to something, or you can say yes to it. It's up to you. Mm-hmm. It's your choice, and it's your demeanor, the way you go about it. You cannot make excuses about saying what you can't do. It's coming out your own mouth. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You can't handle people with your heart. You gotta handle people with your head.
Yeah.
With your mind. That's how you handle people.
Yeah.
See, because your heart is where your blood pops up to your mind to give you all these different things you feel and your curiosity that hits you when you're doing wrong.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You see what I'm saying? That's called understanding direction.
Yeah.
You learn from there by listening.
Yeah, I hope everybody's listening to what you said. Those are some very powerful words. And when you know better, you do better.
Exactly. And Jerome, we'll appreciate you. We'll appreciate you coming up, and we hope that you get a chance to come up again in our future podcast. We really appreciate it, and we thank you for your comments. All right.
No problem.
All right, guys. We've had some interesting conversations today. A lot of people are hurting, I can tell. But what was this? Jerome said something very powerful. And this is the reason why we bring this podcast, because we want to educate people. Because people don't know a lot of things that are happening in the country, and they don't even know that these things are affecting them. I can guarantee you something, guys. Some people probably don't even know why their SNAP benefits have been cut.
Yeah, because there's
some that they don't even know.
Yeah, because they're not paying attention to what's going on. And so let's jump back into it.
And stay in prayer, guys. Yes. Okay, guys. So we talked about Trump's. Why is he doing it? Because of his voters base. He's gonna Hail Mary. He's gonna claim victory over what just transpired. And guess what? It's gonna work. This is the saddest part about all of this, guys, is some people believe every single thing he says. And it's not just one nationality. It's a lot of people from all different races believe everything that he says, even after they have family members that have been deported. Some still remain loyal. This is the world that we live in, guys. Okay, that energized that base. What he's doing energized his base, and both sides they're gonna keep fighting for him. And we have to be prepared, guys, for midterm elections. We've got to get it together.
All right, guys. So, family, what do y'all think about that? You know, we heard what Jerome said. We heard what King Sadell said, and Jador.
Mm-hmm.
Was this a strategic move or a genuine move? Comment below. Please comment below in the chat and let us know. And again, shout out to our gifters, our top gifters.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Miss Empower, King Sadell, and some of you others. Make sure you guys follow our top gifters as well, and he will follow you back, so it can help you guys grow your own channel or page as well. We want to make sure we help our community grow as we grow. So guys, definitely drop it in the chat what you guys think about that.
Okay, guys. So let's look at this example, guys. You know, this is some people who communicate with us and about what's going on. Someone at work tells you, "See, Trump saved the day." What if somebody come to you and say that? It's not funny, but I'm hoping. I'm retired, so hopefully nobody has to come to me and say that. Someone at work tells you, "See, Trump saved the day. Democrats were the problem." They tell you that, and you're like, how would you react? How would you respond in that moment without getting ready to throw a punch or slap somebody or cuss somebody out? How would you react?
Come on, audience, talk to us. How would you guys feel if one of your coworkers came to you tomorrow and said Trump saved the day?
Yeah.
And we already knew the Democrats were the problem.
And Daddy Trump, don't forget that now. That's your daddy. Your daddy saved the day.
It ain't my daddy. But so what would you guys do? How would you guys feel if that was the case? If somebody came to you and said Trump saved the day, what would be your response to your coworker?
Yeah, if you can keep it clean.
Let us know. Drop it in the chat. Now, Doc B, so how does this impact everyday Americans? Because that's what people really want to know. How does these current events affect the everyday Americans? Let us know.
Okay, guys. So let's break this down for the everyday people. We're looking at the families, the seniors, the federal workers, folks on SNAP, people waiting on refunds or benefits, guys.
Yeah. And you know what? The shutdown, it hit the poorest communities the hardest. Let's be real. The shutdown didn't hurt people that got money. It hurt people that's already having money issues or already in a poverty state.
Yeah.
People who rely on government assistance. People who work hourly wages. We ain't talking about those salaried people who got that guaranteed money. Yeah. We talking about them federal jobs. The parents that's waiting on that WIC check or that child care voucher. Those are the ones that take the hit first.
Yeah, they're the ones that are going to take the hit for all of the changes that he's making. Even if we go back to that big, beautiful bill, the African-American population is going to get hit.
So try to go or president again. That's why y'all do pull this card. Can you elaborate, Yami? Can you elaborate on that? So that us and the viewers can understand what you mean by that. It'd be very helpful. We appreciate it.
Okay, we got someone that says the Dem has always been so nice. Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah,
and that's enough of that nice. And that's why it's time for the Democratic Party, the DNC, to get some people in there with. The ones that are retiring, that aged out of the, they need to. I'm just gonna keep it real, y'all. I'm not a mean person, but sometimes when you've reached a certain age, you need to go home and spend some time with your grandchildren and retire. Let some newer generation people get in there to take lead that know how to fight the Democratic Party, because apparently this party that we have, they don't know how to fight.
No, they don't. They don't know it all, Doc B.
he said he was gonna try to run again.
Yeah.
He's not gonna run. He's just never gonna leave.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's never gonna.
What's gonna happen? He's gonna put us in a situation, probably with martial law, that's gonna prevent everybody from voting, and that will keep him in office at that time, where we won't be able to vote for a new president or whatever like that, because when martial law is in effect, of course he's over our military, so he's the chief, and so he would take over, and the military would control the country.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, guys, and maybe someone can maybe heard this as well. No, he can't run for a third term because it's not constitutional. But what he's going to do is try to remain in office. And he already said that he's planning to send some troops to Nigeria. That's what I heard. That was, I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday.
Now what sense that made? You bragging about these fake wars that you done ended, but yet you're creating some.
Yeah, because it would be kind of hard for him to actually run, for 2028. So I think what he's going to do, that's why he has the National Guard. He has the United States fighting each other. And if he can't cause a war abroad, then he'll cause the war based on chaos in the United States, based on how we're treating each other. And that's why he plans to have everybody scared in those Democratic cities.
Loverboy somebody said that they were killing all the Christians down there.
Oh, wow.
Need to research that.
Yeah.
We definitely need to research that. That'll be definitely something that we definitely want to talk about.
Okay, guys, these politicians are doing what's called a tug of war, and the families are getting caught in the middle. So, I'm praying that relief is coming, but that's another conversation that we're going to have. We don't know. It's like day to day is something going on with the Trump administration. It's always something every day.
It's always drama. Something. Always. Hey, guys, so what would you do if your job stopped paying you for 3 to 4 weeks? Comment below. And don't forget to follow our top gifters. Let us know what you would do if your employer stopped paying you for 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, guys. Now, if any of you want to come up, let us know where you can join in on the conversation, and you can have a live chat with us. We welcome it. We've had about 4 viewers that came up and had a one-on-one chat with us. So we would love you to do that, and we welcome that. And like I said, this is a hot topic. We're talking about the 8 Dems that flipped, caved, and how we need more leadership in the party, because the Democratic people, the people are not being educated. And I've said it 1,000 times, and I end the podcast sometimes. When you know better, you do better. Yeah. You got to get out there. And guys, again, we always stress this to you guys. Make sure you follow our top gifters. Yes, that's not my job. Miss Empower, King Sadale, all of our top gifters. Make sure you guys are following them. Okay. It looks like we have. Let me see. Let me check real quick. Okay. I think we got somebody else that said that they wanted to join in. Let me see if they're in the queue. You're not in the queue just yet. So get in the queue if you want to join us. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Empower. We appreciate those gifts. We appreciate you. Okay, guys. So while you are trying to get in the queue, just think about it. What if your cousin calls you crying because the SNAP benefits didn't hit? And she doesn't know how she's going to feed her kids. Just imagine, guys, what would you do? And a lot of people, y'all, like for instance, I was driving earlier today, and I saw in the county where I live, someone had a little area where they had designated for foods, like a little food. It wasn't a food bank because it didn't have a lot of stuff, but people could drive up and get stuff. It was empty. Now, I don't know if because everybody got it, but some people just don't have right now. So they struggling to feed their families. Just think about the day is the 10th, right? Or is it 11th? What day is it? It's 11th. The 11th. Some people had no food. They SNAP benefits didn't hit. Yeah. And it's been 10 days, 11 days into the month of November. And, it's so strange because, the way everything is going and all this chaos going on, it's a little off topic, but it just made me think about there was this school, I think it was an elementary school or middle school that was in South Georgia. that had put whites only, blacks only on the water fountains in the schools. And they said that they did that to teach the kids a history lesson, but they didn't tell the parents what they was going to do. This wasn't in a classroom. This was all over the school. And the parents, was in outrage when they found out. These are the crazy things that are happening in the world today, and these are the things that Trump looks forward to. Trump looks forward to the chaos and the foolishness that's going on.
Okay, so that's not my job. Thank you.
Yeah, that's not my job. I tell you, I'm gonna tell you something. That's not my job. This is the first time. This is the first time where our day one missing power is not in first place. I've never seen that before. She's probably working or busy or something like that, but I've never, ever seen missing power not in first place. They just won't let the past go. You're right. You're right, Missing Power. They won't. And some of them want us to actually go back to, Missing Power says she's cooking. Go back to the past. So what happens next politically, Doc B?
Okay, guys. So the next chapter is going to be wild. Now, Broker J3 just mentioned this a few minutes ago about, we're a little off topic, but still, if you see these things, you shouldn't be surprised. I know someone had a big old Confederate flag. I think that was in Tampa, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Florida. I know I see them all the time off 75, and I'm in Georgia. This is wild. They used to hide those flags, but now they got them on the main highway. Okay, so the shutdown ending is not the end. And, and I got to share this with everybody. A lot of Democrats and a lot of people say, well, now we get the Epstein files because Arizona's, what's her name? Guerrero? I can't think of her last name. But she'll be sworn in. Do you think you guys going to see them Epstein files? I want to know. Do you think she's going to be 218, which is what they need? But do you think somebody other than the other Republicans may fold or remove their names off of that list?
Brown Eye said, so when are they supposed to be opening? They're in the process of doing that right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Supposedly tomorrow, the government should be back up and running.
That's if your president decides to do so. Lord have mercy. Okay, guys. So it's the beginning of new battles. I kid you not. New battles over budgets, new battles over elections. And this guy's the public trust. We don't know right now would the 8 Democrats fold. And I'm asking myself now, why would I trust the other Democrats? They may do the same thing.
Exactly. Now, guys, keep in mind now the elections, the 2026 midterm, they're around the corner. Now, this move will be used to attack the ads, the debates, the speeches, the fundraising campaigns, everything. Both sides are going to spend like crazy. So you think you've seen something during this shutdown, just give it some time. It's going to get a lot worse. I can guarantee it.
Just playing nice.
Shout out real quick to our top gifter. That's not my job.
Oh, yeah.
Today, being the number one gifter is his job.
All right,
apparently, because he letting y'all know. We also appreciate him coming. The speaking and everything. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for your comments. Make sure you guys follow our top gifters. They will follow you guys back and help our top gifters grow their community as well.
Okay. All right, guys. So now the question is, how will the public respond? And I've already shared with you how I feel. I don't know who to trust right now. Voters are tired. People want stability. People want honesty. Tell us what's going on. People want someone who understands their struggle and is trying to help them and not focus on no freaking ballroom.
Exactly. So we're going to get into another quick scenario from one of our viewers. They sent a scenario in earlier for this podcast tonight. So you're at a family dinner, and half the table thinks the shutdown ending is a victory. The other half think it's manipulation. Do you keep the peace without shutting down the conversation? That's the question, guys. If you're at a family dinner, Half the family is saying the shutdown is a victory. Half the family saying it's manipulation. How do you keep the peace without shutting down the conversation altogether?
Okay.
Drop it in the chats and let
us know how you would handle it.
Exactly. Yeah. Let us know your thoughts, guys, because that's what's happening in the nation right now. It's split. A lot of the people that are saying that the government opening is a victory, and a lot of them saying, hey, it's just more manipulation. It's going to get worse before it actually gets better. So
yeah, and somebody put in there, just trust God, keep peace, and I'm not sure what that said. Yeah, just keep peace. But the key to this is God. Yes, you do have to trust God
always,
because you always want to trust and believe that the end is going to be better than where we are right now, and that's the only thing that keeps me motivated because there's so much negativity going on in the world, guys. It's hard to lose yourself in all of this negative stuff. It really is.
I totally agree, Doc B. I totally agree with you. Shout out again to our top gifter. That's not my job. We'll appreciate you. He's been absolutely amazing today. We want to make sure that you come back, not just to send gifts, but we want to make sure you come back and keep giving us those great comments because that's what makes J&B Live Podcast what it is our audience interaction. We'll appreciate you guys.
And thank you guys for being a part of the J&B family. All of your comments, all of you who chimed in, all of who actually came up and actually went live with us. We do appreciate you. Okay, guys. So now for me, what this moment shows is how fragile leadership can be. It can be going one way, 40 days in, and then 40 days, 41 days, a day after, they flip. You know, your hopes and dreams went into something thinking it's going to be better as far as the premiums. Okay, guys? So this shows you how leadership can be when personal agendas outweigh the personal needs because they're not thinking about the American people's needs.
No, they're not.
The 8 Democrats, and we need to know, I should have made sure we had those pictures up. Yeah. And we should have had the states up so that you know if one of those 6, because I'm not concerned about those 2 that are retiring, but those other 6, whether they were in your state. They made a choice. And then Trump made a move. But families are the ones who carry the weight. The families are the ones that are suffering. I don't have any small children, thank God, but the ones that have the small children are suffering. My prayer is that we start demanding leaders who put people over politics. And Jerome said it. When you know better, you do better. Start demanding better because people will treat you like you are stupid. And that's what he's doing. He's treating us like we don't know any better. And we're allowing him to do that. Leaders who aren't swayed by pressure, headlines, or fear. That's what we got. Tonight reminds me that our voices still matter if we use them. If we don't say nothing, it's useless. We got to use our voices, people.
Exactly, Doc B. And my take on tonight's podcast is this. What I'm taking from tonight is this, guys. People are tired of chaos, okay? They're tired of the political games. They've been tired of this damn shutdown. Yep. And they're tired of the uncertainty as to where this country is going. Whether you love or hate Trump, whether you stand with or against those Democrats, the truth is leadership needs to be accountable to the people. And that's not what we're getting. That's not what we're getting from the Democrats, Republicans, or independents. Yep. We're not getting that accountability that we deserve. Now, we need transparency, stability, and courage. That's exactly what we need. And if we don't get it, we need to vote like our lives depended on it because it does.
Every single time. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, guys. So shout out again to all of you who joined us tonight. We thank you to our top gifters, our commenters, and